Hey everybody, welcome to part 2 of the tier list series for BTD6. The first one was about heroes. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. But this is part 2, where I'm going to be ranking every map. And then in the next one, I'm going to be ranking every upgrade in BTD6. I was thinking every tower, but I think I will give all three paths a mention as well. So it's gonna be every tier 5. I can talk about maybe the tier 4 as well. It'll probably be a long video. Um, but this is part 2. We're gonna be going every map in BTD6, and this is all the way up until update 53, which released Party Parade. So actually, I guess I will move it over here with the advanced maps, which would be right here. Okay, we're going to start with the beginner maps, and the first one is, I believe, Alpine Run. This one is bland, it's boring, it's ugly. It's fine because you have like dartling straight lines and stuff, but I don't find myself enjoying this map ever when I play it. It's super easy. I feel like it's just one that you just want to get out of the way so you can have the black border and never play it again. Um, do I put it in F or D? I do have 6 tiers. I wanted to add more because there's more maps than there are heroes. I want to look at some other maps and see. Hmm. A lot of these that I'm looking at are quite fine. So I think I'm going to put Alpine Run in F. I just don't like it. Next one is Candyland, or I'm not sure. But this one's fun. It has a cool theme. It has an achievement, hidden achievement. It has some good tack shooter spots. It's more pleasant on the eyes. My favorite color is green, so and this is like a slightly different shade of green than you see most everywhere else in the game. But yeah, this one's fine for an beginner map. Um, I guess I'll put it in B. Just because there's some hidden lore with the map, so um, definitely better than Alpine Run. Next up we have, is this Carved? The pumpkin one. This one's also kind of eh. I've never enjoyed it super well, but do I put it in D or C? It is a Halloween theme map, so that's kind of cool. It kind of comes back in replays like the middle. So if you put stuff in the middle, it'll hit things like 3 times. I just like it's kind of hard to put towers in these little like teeth for the pumpkin. There is a cauldron that you can put a sub in, which is kind of cool, but this one's never been my favorite, and it's kind of forgettable, but it is a theme map. I guess I'll put it in C. Next up is Cubism, and I feel like this one for a beginner map uh, is very fun. It's abstract. It's one of the OGs. It came out with the game release. It is one of the longest maps in the game. It's fun for challenges. It's fun for 2 megapops. I like it. I think it's an A tier, or maybe I'll put it at B because I just don't enjoy a ton of these beginner maps. But I think Cubism, just for like the history and the lore and just what the map is. And for a beginner map, I feel like if I want to enjoy a beginner map, I want it to be as easy as possible. So I'm going to put Cubism at A. Next up, we have End of the Road. And this one is, it's okay, I guess. I would put it in either B or C tier. It is a little bland. It's just a road with some cactuses and a pool of water. It has a good dartling spot or anything with straight line, but it's really all it has to offer. I guess I'll put it at C tier. Next up is Four Circles. This one's good. It intersects with itself a lot, which gives towers that you put in the middle a lot of utility because they have a lot of spots where they can attack. Usually they're getting their full usage out of where you put them. So I think I'll put it at a B tier. I think it is one of the older beginner maps. It has some water spots. It's kind of fun for a beginner map, so we'll put it at B. Next is Frozen Over. This one also is pretty good. It is, I guess, relative to the history of BTD6 on the newer side. Um, It's fun. It has water spots. It has the cave monkey. It's long. I find myself enjoying my playthroughs whenever I'm on this map, and I think I'm gonna put it at A. Next up is Hedge, I believe, and this one's not my favorite. Um, it's got good spots for like an ultra jug or things that have projectiles that ricochet, but it's just kind of boring and long, and there's just not much to it. I think I'm gonna put it at D tier. Next up is, I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what this map is called. In the Loop. It's called In the Loop. This is another OG map. It's pretty fun, I guess, for a beginner map. There's a lot of spaces to put farms, so it's good for bossing and late game. Um, it's a beginner map that is themed around the fall time, and they play to the theme decently. I guess I'll put it at a B, or should I put it at C? I'm just thinking I like Candyland more, but I don't like Carved as much, so I guess a low B tier is fine. Do I like it more than Four Circles? Um, I mean, it's about the same. I guess I do a little bit, so we'll put it at the bottom of B tier. Now we have logs. It's just going straight in S. I mean, what do you think? Logs? Do you think I'm gonna put logs any lower than S? This is the OG map, the OG easy map, the longest track in the game, the best for late game, the best for challenges. It's the best for everything. If you want an easy map, you boot up logs, and this is like the first map that everybody blackboarders. It's just the best, and it's appealing on the eyes. It has like a nice color complex with like the blue and then the like swampy green with the brown and the logs. I mean, it's just awesome. It has obstacles, it has water, it has intersecting lanes. I mean, it's just like the perfect beginner map. So easy S tier for logs. And then now we have Lotus Island. That's right. Yep. I didn't forget that. Okay, Lotus Island. It's again, not my favorite. The design's cool. It has like the little ruined uh, structure in the middle. It has the flowers that explode and stun balloons. But other than that, it's really not the most. I mean, you can boat farm on it. It's long, but I just never have really enjoyed it. And I think for that reason, I'm gonna put it at C tier. Now we have middle of the road. Middle of the road is, I would say, better than end of the road. It has obstacles, but it has the little water tower that you can put the sniper on for full map range. It kind of comes back and intersects at certain points that gives towers better popping power. And then it has a little pool of water. So I guess now do I put it in C or B? I think it's not much better than End of the Road. I think I'll put it at C. It's kind of forgettable, but it's there. So uh, I think C is fair. Monkey Meadow, I mean, this is like the OG. This is the very first beginner map when you pull up the map list. Um, there's not much to it. It's just like a little meadow in the forest with track. So I think I'll just throw it in B. I mean, it's like an average map, and there's not much to it. So, but it's not bad. Now we have one, two, tree. This one's fun. This one, the trees, as the rounds go on, they disappear and then they give your towers different buffs. It's a cool concept. There's even the areas up in the trees that give your towers more range, which is like kind of cool if you um, like find it. You just hover your towers over here and to an extent they'll get a range buff. So it's cool. Is it A or B? I think it's A for the gimmicks. It's appealing on the eyes. You have the green and the white, and you have the Christmas trees. It's cool. Now we have, oh, I know what this one's called. It's a BTD5 remake. Yeah, Park Path. Park Path it's good. It has the stream going through the middle. It kind of has like the little crescent shaped um, curves. Um, it's a pleasant playthrough. I think I'll put it in B tier as well, um, because good. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it's also not bad at all. So we'll put it in B. And now we have Resort. Resort is another one of the longest maps in the game. It's good for 2 megapops. It's good for challenges. You have a lot of space to put farms and Paragon totems for late game. I think it's good. I'm gonna put it in A. Now we have Scrapyard. It's long. It has like the oh, what's that thing called? The Crusher, which is cool. You have the crates that you can put snipers on for full map range. I just think it's kind of ugly, and it's never been my favorite. So, is it too harsh to put it in D? I don't think so. Do I hate it? I don't hate it more than Hedge, but no, I think I like it more than Lotus Island. Okay, I'll put it in C, and maybe I'll move Lotus Island to D. It's just it has one gimmick, and that's it. Well, I guess I'll put Lotus Island in C. Okay, now we have the skate rink one. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, it's called Skates. Okay, I was gonna say Skates. Skates is fine. It has a big pool of water in the middle. It has little rinks that go around. The houses are there for nice decoration. It's another winter theme map. I guess I'll put it in B tier towards the bottom. And next up is Spa Pits. This might be a controversial take. I'm not quite sure what people feel about this map, but I think it's an S tier. You have the hidden tech where you can turn it into tar pits, which is an old expert extreme map on BTD5. If you want to play it as an easy beginner map, you can. There's plenty of water, places for your towers. It is a little bit long, so some of the rounds take longer than maybe you would hope, but other than that, I think it's perfect. It looks nice, it has some decoration, and there's some tech that turns it into an extreme map, so it's like perfect for casual players, but also hardcore players. Next up is the cabin. I think that's what it's called. I don't love this one either. Um, it's very spaced out. There's a water pool in the middle that's fine, but you have the card that you have to remove. It's dark. The trees, you can put stuff in between, but it's like kind of hard to find space. It's not the worst, but I just don't like it. And for green being my favorite color, that kind of says a lot. I think I'm going to put it in D tier for now. You know what? I'm moving Lotus Island to D tier. I'm going to move the cabin to C tier because I don't love it. Three lines around. This one is another that I would put in S tier. It has the little gold things that you remove for money, so it actually is the only map in the game that you can get extra money in chimps mode, which is cool. And it's perfect for challenges. It's perfect for chimps challenges. It's just fun. I really like it, and it's one of the newer maps in the game too. So I'll put it in S tier. Next is this isn't Tinkerton, is it? I think it's Tinkerton. Wait, where is it? Tinkerton, yeah. This one's okay. I don't like it though. It has like the drones and stuff. It's meant to look more futuristic, but I just think it's kind of ugly. And then like over here, it's hard to see where the track goes. I'll put it in D. It's not my favorite. Town Center. This one's fun. It is one of the OG maps. It's kind of forgettable in my opinion, but it's the map that you play when the tutorial boots up. It's fine. It's a track. Um, Now would I put it in B or C tier? I think I'll put it in C. It's just all right. It's there, and that's kind of all that there is to it. It's got some lore, but it's not like one of the maps you think of when you think of BTD6. Like you think of Monkey Meadow, you think of logs, you don't think of Town Center. Next up is Tree Stump. This one I feel like is Park Path, but worse. There's no water. You have the tree stump that you can put things on top of, but there's not a lot of places for farming. There's really not a lot of places for towers, just with the way the map is laid out. So I'm gonna put it in C tier, and I'll just put it uh, down here, I suppose. And next up is this Winter Park. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I'm pretty good with my map knowledge. Okay, Winter Park is it's not bad. I think it's like another one of these B tier winter maps. Um, it has the bench, the pool in the middle. There's a lot of places for farms. It's a good bossing map. I think it's pretty good. So we have a lot of like mediocre maps. I'm kind of coming to learn, and that might change, but maybe not. So we're done with the beginner maps, and this is what we've got so far. We're moving on to intermediate maps, and we start off with the Doors Temple, and this is where we might start to get controversial. I don't like this map. I know that there's areas of overlap, but that you have like it makes the diamond shape and then it goes across and then exits. So it's not like super tough. It's just annoying because you kind of have to put your towers all in one spot, or you have to spread them out and then they can't really get buffed. So you don't use it for challenges. It has like the layers of the pyramid, which is like a line of sight blocker. I've never enjoyed playing this. I'm gonna put it at D. We'll put it in. We'll put the intermediate maps at the top, I guess, of every tier. I don't know. Maybe I'll just mix them all in there. Next up is balance. I'm not gonna lie. This has always been my favorite map in the game. It's not like the most visually appealing, but I just love that spot in the middle for tack shooters and glaive lord and uh, ice towers and stuff, where you just put something in the middle there and you can super buff it, make it super, super strong, and just watch it shred everything. It's very visually appealing when it's attacking the balloons. And for that reason, I am going to put it in S tier, personally. I think it's a great map. Um, and yeah, I just enjoy playing it. It's even good for Ultra Juggernaut because it has the hedges that keeps the like spiked balls inside. Next up is Bazaar. This is another one that I'm not a fan of. It has the separate tracks that alternate. It has water, but the water towers you put, they don't really have a lot of places to shoot. There's not a lot of farm spots. It does make for some decent strategy, but it's just not the most fun to play. I like it more than Adora's Temple, so I think I'll throw it in C tier. Next is Bloonarius Prime. This is another one that is just not the most fun to play. It has the cool concept where every prime number, it goes through this little portal, takes the right path, and exits up here. It does add a degree of difficulty. I would say that it's probably one of the top 3 most difficult intermediate maps in the game. And for that reason, I mean, it looks appealing. They did the swamp theme pretty good. If it was just this, it would be maybe a little higher or maybe a little lower because I don't know, the concept of the prime is cool. I guess I'll put it in C as well. All right, well, my mic turned off, but you know how it goes. I have no sound going through my headphones, so. Next up, we have shoots. I don't like shoots either. You have to remove these statue things, and it has another mechanic where it alternates lanes. I don't like it. I don't even think it looks good. It's kind of hard to play. Do I want to put it in D or F tier? Honestly, it is probably, I would say it's my either second or third least favorite intermediate map. I'm looking at the rest, and there's only a couple that I would put lower than it. I think I'm gonna put it in D. I'm not a fan of shoots at all. Next up, we have Covered Garden. This one has a cool concept, where the glass window opens up every 4 rounds to cover, I guess, uncover a fourth of the track. It makes it fun for strategy if you put like a helicopter down and you have enough to get Apache dart ship. Like you may have to wait 3 rounds to get it, and then it adds another degree of difficulty, and you have to figure out if you want to play another tower or wait to upgrade. I think it's decent. Do I put it in B or C tier is the question. Um, I'll put it in C tier because I really don't like it that much more than Bazaar. It just has a cool concept. It is a one-lane map, so it can be cheesed. And then there's places where you don't even have to wait to upgrade because you can just put it outside of the covered window and just kind of cheese it. So I'll put it in C. Next up, we have Cracked. This one is another one that's pretty much an OG. It's on the easier side of intermediate, but it's a classic. It's got like the desert theme, like the Badlands desert theme. with the water that you have to spend 1,000 to uncover. It's kind of a cool concept, so it gets the job done. I'll put it at B. And then downstream, you can remove the rocks for $350. It's another map that is pretty easy for an intermediate map, but it's kind of a classic. It's also quite forgettable, but with that being said, this one's a hard one to rank, but I guess I'll put it at B tier as well because I do find myself enjoying it more than Covered Garden. And next we have Encrypted. This one's awesome. This one's really cool. You have the mechanic where you unlock like your support um, pillar, and you can only put support towers on it. And then the same with every other category. You can put stuff on the little platform in the middle, and it's got some difficulty to it, but if you know what you're doing, it's not the hardest. I think for that reason, I'm going to put it at A. It's nice visually, and the gameplay is also good. And that moves us on to firing range. I think this is how you do an intermediate map. It has the back and forth um, where the balloons overlap. You have one coming in from the top right, one from the top left. You have little platforms on each side to put small footprint monkeys, a little place for water. And then if you remove the little watchtower, you have really good real estate to put strong towers in the middle of the map. And you have areas down below where if you're doing like an all pops challenge, it's a really good map for that. And it's also visually appealing. So I'm going to put it at S tier. All right, we're going to have to go back to figure out what the name of this one is. Haunted. This is another Halloween theme map. It is pretty good. You have the area at the bottom where you can put towers, water in the middle, um, overlapping tracks that come around at the same time. I think it's good. Um, Now the thing is, do I put it in A or B? I will put it at a high B because I don't know. I think it's kind of similar to Encrypted, but I think Encrypted is a little bit better. So there we go. We'll put it in B. Next up is Carts and Darts. This one's cool. You can clear out the middle areas and put towers there. It's pretty easy for an intermediate map, though. There's not a lot of difficulty to it. Um, it's a racing themed map, which is cool. It's, I think, the only racing themed map. Maybe X Factor, I suppose, but um, or that's like a war map. But yeah, it's good. It gets the job done. I guess I'll put it at a high C tier. Next is Lost Crevasse. This is another pretty difficult, I guess relatively difficult intermediate map. It's not super hard, but there is the line of sight blocker here, like on the left side. There's not a lot of real estate to put stuff. This whole area in the middle blocks any towers, so it's a pretty well crafted map. A little bit frustrating to play at times. And then you have this split area here where it's kind of hard to see where the balloons are gonna go. So that'll dock some rating from me. I'm like, do I keep up the theme with putting things in C tier or B tier? Maybe. There are some maps that I will put rather high or low that are coming up. So I will put it at C tier. Because it's kind of similar to Cards and Darts. Okay, this one is, I can't remember what it's called. Luminous Cove, yeah. This one's really fun. A lot of water, not a lot of spot for land, and not a lot of spot for farms. But you have the mermonkey thing where you can remove the water, or you can remove the area up here once you get every tier 5 mermonkey. It looks very visually appealing. It has good gameplay. I think this is a really, really cool intermediate map, and I want to put it at A tier. I could actually see myself putting it at S. You know what? We'll put it at S tier. I really enjoy this map. It's always a good play. Next is Moon Landing. This is like the OG Mortar map. I think it came out around the same time as the Mortar. It has a lot of line of sight blockers in the craters, but you can play around it. It's obviously moon themed, and I think it plays out almost to perfection. It's hard to decorate the moon, but there is a flag, and they have good shadows. And the gameplay is nice. I think I'll put moon landing at a B or an A. Would I put moon landing above haunted? I think I would. Yeah, we'll put moon landing at an A, but a low A. Next is Polyphemus, or however you say it. I'm pretty sure they changed this map to loop around the eye in the middle. I just don't like that you have to buy, uh, or you have to spend money to open up the eye and then it closes in again on you. I think it should just be a one-time thing where you buy it, it opens up, and you can put water towers in. Um, if that was the case, my ranking would be a lot higher, but I actually don't enjoy this map, even though it is like an island-themed map, which is right up my alley, but I don't think that they executed this very well. And for that reason, I'm going to put it at a D. Next up is it's like the quarry or something. I think it's called quarry. It is. This one's fine. It's not the worst. It's not the best. I think this is like the textbook C tier map. Uh, it's one lane. It has the waterfalls. It has the like rock mover thing, like the dump truck, and I don't know. It's just fine. It's kind of forgettable. Quiet Street. It has a cool mechanic where the Moabs kind of take the inside track and the balloons take the outside track. You have all those cars that you can remove for extra space. Again, I just don't enjoy this map. I really don't. I don't play it ever, and I find it kind of annoying to play. For that reason, I'm gonna put it at a D, and I'll put it relatively high. I think it's probably the best in the D tier, but again, I just don't like it very much. Okay, next up, I should know the name of this one because it is a very old one. Rake. Now, I actually do enjoy Rake. This is a tougher intermediate map, but I think it's fun, and it's just very simple. You have the little stone hinge thing in the middle that you can remove. You have water, you have double lane. I think it's a more difficult intermediate map, but it is a fun one, and it's always a good challenge, and I don't find it that frustrating to play. With that being said, I think I'll put it up here in A, maybe above Moon Landing. Would I put it above Encrypted? Maybe not. I think I'll put it right here in A. And then we have Spice Islands. This is another A tier. Um, this is like the OG water map. I like the tech where you don't have a lot of land, and then the ability where you have to spend money to get rid of the trees. You can boat farm like no other, and I think it's just a very fun map to play. Next up is Spring Spring. Ugh, this genuinely might go in F tier for me. It's long, it has split lanes, it just like it goes here, loops around, goes here, loops around. You can still put things at the front and at the back to kind of cheese it. Like you can put a permaspike at the back with I don't know, wizards or anything that can kind of hit has a lot of range. I'm gonna have to black border it at some point. Not looking forward to it. Do I hate it enough to put it at an F? Because it is visually appealing, but it's just not fun to play. I think I'll put it. If I put Polyphemus at D, I think I will put. I mean, something's got to be F, right? I think I'll put it in F. Yeah, I think I'll put it in F. And actually, I think I'm gonna bring shoots down to F too. It's not fun. It's not fun for me ever. I don't enjoy playing it. Like I dread loading up that map and playing it. So I think I'll put it F. Next up is this stream bed? Yes. Spring bed is a fun one. Stream bed, sorry. Um, you have the skull that you can remove. It's quite long and easy, but you have the area at the front where you have straight line. Um, I enjoy it. It's it's easy, but it looks nice and it's fun to play. I'll put it at B. Where in B? I guess I'll put it right here, below Haunted. And this is this Sulphur Springs? It is. That's also a city in Texas, so I had to double check. Sulphur Springs is very fun. I personally love it. I would put it up in S tier. It has the loop around the front, loop around the middle, and loop around the end. You have areas in the middle for water. You have areas on the right to farm and on the left. And it's a good tack shooter map or like small tower map or a small range tower map like tack shooters, Sada, ice monkeys, stuff like that. And it looks really nice. It's a very well themed volcano map. Last up is our very last intermediate map. We have Water Park. I think this is a pretty easy ranking for me. I'm gonna throw it in C, maybe above Corey, because it has the double lane that alternates every round. The water slide one is easier. The one in the water with the floaties is a little bit tougher, but there's um, spots where they overlap, although the slide is a little bit higher off the ground. It's just like kind of clunky to play. It's not very memorable in my opinion, and can be a little bit annoying at times. So now we move on to advanced maps. I don't know a lot of the names of these advanced maps, although I should. This one is Ancient Portal, and I think Ancient Portal is very cool actually. It has the little loop here at the front. It's like basically a one-lane map. You have little buffs for your heroes if you put them on these little moon-shaped things. You have areas for water. You can choose what path the balloons go through. But I do think it is like slightly easier for an advanced map. So that will factor into my ranking. I'm gonna put it at a B. I do find it very fun to play. Um, it's a little bit, I mean, it is visually appealing. Um, you know, I'll put it at A because it is always a good playthrough, huh? Next up we have another brick. This is one that I have played in my Black Border series. This contrary to my knowledge, was not in the original release. This was like update 3, um, and it was the first ever intermediate map to be added onto the original 3. So that's kind of cool. It has the brick wall. It's pretty simple. It's a one-lane map. It has good straight lines for dartlings and other towers with long projectiles, but um, I think it's just a straight up B tier. It's a fine playthrough. Um, it can get kind of annoying if balloons get around to the other side of the brick wall, because usually your defense is at the front. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty good. Next up is cargo, and this one is very unique. I think it's kind of fun in that way. You have the straight line here, and then the Moabs take this path. So there's a layer of difficulty there. It's pretty. It's a true advanced map. I wouldn't say it's um, expert or intermediate, but um, it's another fine map. Has a cool gimmick, a little bit of difficulty. I think it's a B tier. Next up is Castle's Revenge, and this one I used to hate. I was like, oh, it's so hard, and you have the thing here, and then it goes down here, and um, there's line of sight blockers on the outside, and you can't put towers in the back. But the more I play it and kind of own up to the challenge, it's grown on me a lot. I won't put it in S tier, but I think I'll maybe put it in A. Would that be fair? Yeah, it's difficult. It's one of the harder advanced maps in the game, and it's decently easy on the eyes, and there's not a lot of strategies you can use, but you can get away with it. So I think Castle's Revenge will go in A tier. It's also a remake of a BTD5 map, so that's got to count for something. Next up is Cornfield. Oh, it's gonna be hard to decide. Do I put this in S tier for like the originality of it? Because it's like one of the first maps in the game. It has its own achievement. Um, it's just easy is the problem. Now, would I be doing it justice by not putting it in S tier? Probably not. The corn's cool, the scarecrow's cool. Um, yeah, I think I probably should just give it the respect it deserves. We're putting cornfield in S tier. Next up is Dark Path. Dark Path is not the hardest advanced map, but I think it's probably fitting that it is an advanced map. Um, it's cool. It's another good mortar map. There's definitely a degree of difficulty. I think with that being said, and it's also a remake or like another version of Park Path, just with some more difficulty. I think it's probably fair that I put it in B tier, because they are similar. And it will go, yeah, I'll put it at the top of B. Enchanted Glade, this one is pretty fun. You have areas here in the middle where the lanes overlap. You have some line of sight blockers, but I would say overall this isn't the hardest advanced map, but it is pretty, and there is a degree of difficulty. And but that being said, it also is pretty fun to play. And I think with that being said, I'll put it in A tier. I mean, this is just pretty nice advanced map. It's does its job well. Next up is Erosion. This is maybe the hardest advanced map in the game. Uh, Definitely top five, maybe top three. Um, Mesa is also tough. Midnight Mansion's tough. Um, but yeah, this one is it's on us. I mean, it's really not the most fun to play. There's not a lot of strategies you can do because when you get to the end, there's only like a little bit of ice left, and you either have to use a water strategy with Sub Commander, or you use like the balloon exclusion zone, or something like that. So I'll put it in C tier. This one to me also just feels pretty forgettable, so we'll put it there. Next up is Geared. This one is kind of memed a little bit. I know Chom Chom absolutely loves using Geared for Chimps guides, and it's kind of hilarious how much that he doesn't realize he glazes this map, but um, it's a good challenge. All the difficulties in the early game, once you get past the early game and you can just use global range towers, you can cheese it really easily. With that being said, I think I'll put it in B tier. Um, Probably right here is good. It is appealing on the eyes though. I like the bronze and like the gold color scheme with all of the gears that turn. Next is High Finance. This one is okay. This one is more visually appealing the more you unlock these like buildings, but there's a good degree of difficulty. You have the short lane that offers a little bit of challenge, and then the long lane that intersects in the middle. I think it's a fun playthrough. I'll put it in putting a lot of these in B tier, but I think they're all pretty fitting. Um, yeah, a lot of these advanced maps are pretty good. Um, Not the best, not the worst. So High Finance will go in B. Next up is what is this? Last Resort. That's right. Um this one it goes straight line and then all the way around and then middle one and then short one. It's difficult. It's one of the harder advanced maps. It's just kind of annoying. There's not a lot of spots to place towers. Um you it's easy to forget when the straight line's coming, so it can make black bordering this very difficult. You have to be very alert when you're playing this, and I think for that reason I'm going to put it at C tier. Do I put it down in D? Because I feel like Resort's just better in all ways. Um, yeah, I'll put it in D. Well, no, I'll put it in C. Actually, I like it more than Erosion, so maybe I'll move Erosion down to D. Hmm, yeah, I'll move Erosion down to D. Okay. Next is Mesa. This is another one of those just absolutely tedious advanced maps. Very difficult. Could easily be categorized as an expert map. Honestly, I would say Mesa is significantly more difficult than Dark. castle or sanctuary. So, or is this sanctuary or this is infernal? So infernal and uh, where is it? Dark Castle. I think that Mesa could easily replace them in the expert tier. But with that being said, it's an OG. I think I'll put it in C tier. Not much to say about Mesa. Next is Midnight Mansion. This is probably the toughest advanced map in the game. These two are an absolute doozy. Midnight Mansion has the steps. It's got a cool theme. It has like the little flame things that change every couple rounds. I think with the degree of difficulty and the nice design, I'll probably put it at B tier. I wouldn't put it any higher. I might put it lower, but I think B tier is fitting, but at the bottom. Off the Coast, I think this is honestly like the perfect advanced map. It's single lane, but it has some difficulty. You kind of have to be alert because if the balloons get past the beginning and you don't have any defense at the end, you can easily ruin your entire run. I think I'm gonna put it in A tier, above Enchanted Glade, but below Castle's Revenge. Pat's Pond, this will be the next one in the Black Border series. It has a troll face outline, which I think is a funny gimmick. It's difficult. It's not the hardest advanced map, but it is not the easiest either. You have the removables, and other than that, it's not super memorable. I'll put it at the top of D tier. I would say that Mesa is probably better. Uh, it's just not the best. I don't know. I feel like it's forgettable, and if it's forgettable, I can't put it very high. Next is Peninsula. This is another one of my favorite maps in the entire game. Peninsula and Balance are like two of my absolute favorites. Um, and I'm gonna put it in S tier above Cornfield. I love it. It has some difficulty for being a single lane map. There's a lot of line of sight blockers. You have the middle area where you can really only put long range towers. You have this little spot here, and then you have some removable islands, a lot of water, and it's just kind of like easy on the eyes. I don't know. I like the gray and green complex with like the dark blue water or like the dark gray blue water. I think it's a really nice map. Next is Spillway. It's a good mortar map. You can really only put one tower in the middle. Um, and for that, I'm either putting it at B or C. It's just like, it's just kind of meh for an advanced map. Now, what would I do? I would put it above Last Resort. Would I put it above Midnight Mansion? I think I will. I think I'll put it in B. Right here, I think is good. Sunken Columns. This one is another one that I thoroughly enjoy. I will put it at the top of A tier. I think it's fun. You have the middle area where you have line of sight blockers. You have a couple overlapping areas. It is a dual lane map, so you want to make the most of the front and the back. Um, this area here and here. But it's a good playthrough, and it's kind of well made. Easy on the eyes, not super bright, so we'll put it at A. And then Sunset Gulch, I think I'm also going to put it in A. This one's fun. You have the balloons that take this long path, but then when you have the Moab rounds, they just go straight through. So you kind of want to make the most of the top right here and the top left here. It is honestly deceivingly difficult. On paper, it looks pretty easy, but then once you're playing it, it definitely has a degree of difficulty to it. So I'll put it in A, and it's also a nice desert map. All right, next up we have Underground. This is the OG, I guess after Cornfield. Um, it's a cool cave theme, and I think I'm gonna put it in B tier, but I'm gonna put it quite high in the B tier. I'll put it right here. It's a decent mortar map. It's kind of good for everything. It's good for boomerangs, it's good for tack shooters, it's good for ninjas, it's good for druids. There's a ton of different strategies you can use to make underground work. with also having a mediocre degree of difficulty. Next up is X Factor. Throwing this straight in the F tier. X Factor is hot trash. You have the dual lanes where it alternates what path it takes. It's really only good for snipers and tack shooters, and uh, I mean, there's strategies you can do, but it's so annoying to play. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. There's really nothing saving it. It's just so easily forgettable and annoying. Next up is the newest map in the game, Party Parade. This one is alright. I think it's a remake of a BTD Battles map, which is cool. But I think I'm gonna put it in C. It has some difficulty for an advanced map. It has the hedge here, so you can only put things on the left that will attack on the left side, and then you can only put things on the right that you can attack on the right side. It's kind of like the Great Divide from BTD5. So nicely made, but it's just pretty basic and doesn't really account for much. So I'll put it at the bottom of C. All right, we're on to the expert maps, and Blondes is here. I kind of just realized. I'll save that for the end. Hashtag ouch, another one of the OGs. I'll put it at A tier because I don't know. It's just like it's 4 lanes. It makes a hashtag. There's a yellow line in the middle, and there's a pool of water, and that's it. Not a lot of decorations, but it does have a lot of history and definitely a difficult map. So I'll put it in A. Now we have Bloody Puddles. This is the bane of everyone's existence. I would put it in F, but it's kind of cool how difficult it is. Um, but it's definitely not going very high because when you try to get rid of the construction vehicle here, it tries to use the helicopter to take it away, and then the helicopter crashes. And yeah, no, that's evil Ninja Kiwi. So you're getting an evil rating. You're getting a D. Next up is Dark Castle. This is probably pretty unanimously the easiest expert map in the game. It looks nice. It's a cool stepping stone for casual players to see how well they're going to fare in all the other expert maps. I think it fits its role pretty nicely. Now, would I put it in A or B tier? Because it is very visually pleasing or visually appealing. Uh, it does have an achievement, I guess. I'll put it in A tier. Next up is this Midnight Mansion? No, that's okay. Dark Dungeons, another one with the same letter for both words. This one's annoying. It's difficult. It has some cool tech though with the spikes, and then it has the Moab that comes up at the top and in the middle. It's kind of has a perfect degree of difficulty, I'd say. It is very much an expert map, but it is beatable with the right strategy and with the right micro. So I will put it at a B tier. I think it's kind of on the same tier as Midnight Mansion. Fun, challenging, but not above and beyond really in any aspect. So we'll put it in B. Next up, we have Flooded Valley. This has always been one of my more favorite expert maps. Now, with that being said, will I put it in S tier? No, probably not. I'll put it at the top of A though. You have the area in the middle where you can flood the entire map with water. You have these little rocks for snipers, but other than that, it's really just a water map. It is double lane, but one comes out the top, one comes out the bottom. Um, on the slightly easier side for expert maps, but it still does have plenty of difficulty. But it looks nice, and I've always been a fan of it, so I'll put it at A tier. Next up is Glacial Trail. This one is super annoying because your towers freeze every 10 rounds for 2 minutes. And, well, it's just quite frustrating unless you use Silas and Ice Towers. But yeah, you can kind of cheese it with Permaspike. There's not a lot of places to put towers. Everything that I've said has been slightly negative, but I actually enjoy this map quite a bit. It looks nice. It's a perfect winter map. It's one lane. It's not super difficult if you know what you're doing, but I think I'm going to put it at B tier, and I think I'll put it above Dark Dungeons, but just barely. Next up is Infernal. This is another one of the easy expert maps. It has alternating routes where it takes the top, takes the bottom. There's not a lot of places to put towers, but the lanes are pretty long. I wish they made them a little bit shorter. That would add a higher degree of difficulty. So I don't know. It's like it's a decent expert map, but it just doesn't belong. So for that reason, I think I'll put it at C tier. Now, Muddy Puddles, this is basically Bloody Puddles, but less extreme. And I think it's good. I like that it just does one lane at a time. It's difficult. It was one of the first expert maps to be black bordered along with hashtag ouch. Back when towers weren't very good and there was only like one strategy for every track. But I like it a lot. Um, I will put it. Do I put it in S tier because it's an OG? I think I do. I think it's just the better version of hashtag ouch. Next up is quad. This is another daunting one. You just never know when the balloons are gonna exit because there's so much overlap that it almost makes it kind of annoying. That being said, it does have a good degree of difficulty. Um, it's kind of annoying to play. I think I want to put it as C, but it's better than Infernal. All right, next up is Ravine, putting it at F. I'm not going to say too much about it. Super, super annoying and definitely one of my least favorite maps to play. Sanctuary, I like this one. It has the revolving, or I guess, yeah, revolving platforms, even at the top. So that adds some difficulty. It's a good dartling and sniper map. So I think I'll put it. Let's see, I have two expert maps in B tier. I think I'll put it in B tier. I have three in A tier actually. So yeah, I think B tier is good, but I'll put it at the top. Very visually appealing. Not a lot of space to put stuff. I think it's a nice expert map. Tricky tracks. This one's daunting as well. I hate it. It's super fast until the middle, slows way down, and then speeds up at the end. I think what really, really, really makes this map annoying is that this middle track is longer, and it kind of plays into the name Tricky Tracks. But if you have stuff on first, it's just not going to attack the stuff in the middle because this slowed down part here, the balloon's closer to the edge than here. It has longer to go to exit. So you have to put your towers on close to hit the middle, and it just causes so much micro. With that being said, I'm going to put it in D. It's kind of on a similar tier to Bloody Puddles. I won't put it lower than Bloody Puddles, so I'll put it at the top of D. Workshop, this is another awesome map. This is really like kind of the perfect expert map. It's single lane with sped up balloons until you get to the Moab rounds where it's just this short little L-shaped. But you can slow down the track or extend to go around these little loops here. So, with that being said, will I put it in A tier or S tier? Do I think it's better than Flooded Valley? Probably. I think I'll put it at S tier. It is honestly one of the best expert maps. Um, you can put stuff in the back to catch leaks, like the Spike Factory. Um, Geraldo is good for it. You can really use any hero. You can put like support towers right here to slow down Moabs. You can put some ceramic cleanup towards the back. There's a lot of fun strategies you can do with Workshop, and it's an enjoyable one. It's very much a thinker. And then next up we have Blondes. I don't even care that I put the beginner maps at the front. It's S tier. It's made it as a meme, but it's the shortest map in the game, single lane. Can be cheesed with tag zone, but I don't care. It's gonna be forever etched in Bloons lore for the rest of time. It even has water, so whoever made the map was very thoughtful. But yeah, it's the map that you use to make the biggest Monkeypolis ever. Um, it's a meme. It's obviously just a patch of grass with a tiny little L shape at the corner and a water pool, but for the memes, it is definitely S tier. If I was being realistic, I'd probably throw it at like C or D or something, but there we go. There is my tier list. 7, 8, 9, 10. We got what? 12 maps. 3, 6. We got 12 maps in S tier. We've got 17 in B. We've got 22 in C. And then we have uh, 19 in C. We have 10 in D. And then we have 5 in F. Yeah, these maps all suck, so that's totally understandable why I put them there. All right, that's gonna do it for my map list. Here is the end result. And there's the end result with S tier. All right, thank you guys for watching. Join me next time when I do all of the towers, or towers with their respective tier 5 upgrades. Thank you for watching. This was a little bit of a longer one, but the next one should be a little bit shorter. Thank you guys again. See you in the next one.